bringing you right now the update of our squash. Here in this particular area, the squash is actually positioned to coil. That's so interesting, so nice to look at. The thickening of the summit of the squash signals us that indeed what we have done in the past really paved the way, like the mulching and then the regular watering. Not the warm water but cold water really paved the way. Similar theory in here. We are observing right now that there are layers of growth at the summit, and we are so happy to even observe that what we have been doing really has been replicated in growth and development of our squash. You remember this particular section, I mulched it so much with the soil, even just random soil, just to ensure that there is something that they are going to consume. And right now, it has been translated into growth and development, including here. In fact, even the soil that we have mulched in here contains some seeds of spinach, and we are happy even um, to allow it to grow because I've been longing for that spinach before. I failed to even take care of the mother spinach before. So in here, I remember that in in 2 weeks after after this was actually being replanted here, the leaves becoming smaller, perhaps because of the absence of the nutrients. In fact, it also got wilted in the past few days. But you can observe here right now that the summit are getting thicker, and what we have done, like mulching, really paves the way because you can observe that there is an increase in its length. Although this has been like a squash that is struggling, yet it really strives. So this one, I think it positions itself to recline, and you can observe that there is successiveness in the growth of new leaves at the summit. Interestingly, this one already have its hook ready to coil. There are actually two here, and you will be able to observe that they are competing with each other. In this particular section, it seems that the squash are actually in a box, yet it is directly connected to the soil beneath. It is just having a barrier, but the soil is actually open, so the base of it, it can can be reached by the roots wherever it wishes to go. Still a slender type, but you will be able to observe that there is already a hook ready to coil. Okay, this one I'm happy because by the presence of the green leaves from like light green, like this was actually light green, but this one becomes darker. It means that what we have been doing here, like mulching and regular watering, really paves the way. Even this one, there's a leap in its growth and development. This one I am happy because it started to coil and it started to climb. This is what we are expecting at this stage because they are ready even to um, take its part here in the larger spaces above. Similar with this one, this is ready to take off. Also this one, and this one, although it is struggling because of the shades, yet you'll be able to see that um, it is striving and it pushes its limit and even redeem the time just to ensure that um, this squash is going to catch up about the growth and development of others. You'll be able to see this by observation before that the leaves are actually smaller, but this time around, you'll be able to see that the leaves are expanding, and we are so happy to note that the presence of the expansion of the leaves growth and development seem to be like a good signal that really they are ready and there is a development in it, and they are positioned to even occupy the entire space here. This particular section is actually being barricaded right now because we don't want the squash just to be growing wherever they wish to. What we are envisioning this squash is that they have to grow upwardly and they have to go to the summit, and from the summit, as they reach the summit, they have to occupy what we have on our head. So this one, although it has been struggling, as you can see the color, yet the other pair seem to be like unperturbed and without even um, taking consideration of its partner. It is growing continuously, and that's nice. This one is actually struggling. In fact, it already reclined, yet supposedly at this stage, it should have been like the growth should have been, the leaves in itself should have been so wide, but it's not. But yeah, we have to be very patient. And this one also seemed to be struggling also. Just today, I mulched it, and I'm hoping that in the days to come, it is going to recover so soon. But it is different in here because even though this has been barricaded with so many posts here, yet they didn't mind. They keep on growing, and that is why they are positioned ready for climbing. So similar with this one, as the thickening of the summit appears and the elongation of the younger leaves and shoot at the summit, this is really ready. It means that um, the root system has been anchored and has been taking minerals beneath the ground. And this one too, oh, what happened to the leaves? Somebody must have cut it accidentally, but it didn't affect the momentum of the growth. It keeps on growing. And this one we are so happy because you can see the younger shoot here is already being positioned for it to grow up. And similar with this one, even the new batches, there are actually two. The other one was actually shaded by the leaves of this squash. I think we need to make some adjustment that it needs to grow here, not there. Sorry. Oh, please. Okay, you should be growing from here, correct? Okay, this one, yeah, we are so happy to see because of its growth and development this time. And today really we soaked it in water, and we also provided some kind of support because it is growing anywhere as they wish, wherever they wanted to. And oh, here you can see, okay, okay, this one, I think this is, or the lengthier of all. Mhm. And here we can see how the growth and development are actually being observed this time. And wow, you can just see here the span, the length of its growth and the momentum. It is so remarkable to keep the momentum going, and this requires actually a lot of water, and that is our commitment to provide what they need water. In the other section this time, yes, you are seeing right now also a barricaded portion of squash. We intended to do that so that it is going to climb. And right now, oh, I don't know what happened that the leaves are actually turning dry, perhaps because of lack of water. Okay, I don't want to see your leaves like that tomorrow. I need you to regain. Mm-hmm. So it's actually ready to climb. It means that in this particular section, guys, I need more ropes. Mm-hmm. I need more ropes here to support the growth and development of our squash. So it is in this particular section actually the other time that we have produced huge squash, and we are repeating that scenario, that experience. We are hoping that it can be repeated this time around. Wow. So this is our life here in the desert. We are farming. We try to duplicate or imitate the regular farmers there in the Philippines, and just we just allow it to be published so that everyone are encouraged and they're going to do their part, even if it's like urban gardening. It is possible. In fact, this is the setup here is the desert and the soil are sandy, yet we were able to till it and produce considerable number of squash. Thank you guys for watching SAS TV Official.